At 19 years old, Alexandr Wang dropped out of MIT after 1 year, walked into a venture capital office, and got handed a $4 million check. He didn't even have a company name yet. 5 years later, he was the youngest self-made billionaire in history. Today, at 28, he's running Meta's entire AI operation after a deal that shook Silicon Valley. This is the story of how a kid who wanted to build a smart fridge became the person teaching AI everything it knows. And I promise you, this story gets crazier with every minute. January 1997, Los Alamos, New Mexico. Population 12,000. This isn't Silicon Valley. This isn't even a tech hub. This is a small desert town in the mountains, known for exactly one thing: the Los Alamos National Laboratory, the birthplace of the atomic bomb, the Manhattan Project, where Robert Oppenheimer and the world's most brilliant physicists built weapons that could end civilization. And this is where Alexandr Wang is born, to two Chinese immigrant parents who work as physicists at the lab. His mother and father aren't just scientists. They're working on classified projects, the kind of work where you can't talk about what you did at the office. His childhood home isn't just near a research facility, it is a research facility. While most kids are playing video games and watching cartoons, Alex is growing up in an environment where dinner table conversations are about particle physics and computational modeling. His parents don't dumb things down. They talk to him like an adult, about science, about discovery, about responsibility. I always felt like if you were able to build technology that's useful for the government and serves our country, that would be a great honor, Wang later said. That sense of duty, that connection between technology and national service, was burned into his brain from day one. But he's not just soaking in the atmosphere. He's taking action. By middle school, Wang is competing in math competitions, not local ones, national ones. By 2013, at age 16, he qualifies for the Math Olympiad program, competing against the smartest high school students in the entire country. The next year, 2014, he makes the US physics team. Again, national level competition. This isn't just a smart kid who gets good grades. This is a prodigy, the kind of student teachers remember decades later. At 17, most teenagers are stressing about college applications and SAT scores. Alex Wang? He's already enrolled at MIT, the most prestigious technical university in the world. And he's not taking freshman-level courses. He's taking graduate-level machine learning courses as a freshman. Classes where PhD candidates are sitting next to him, and he's keeping up. Actually, he's excelling. While his classmates are struggling through introductory programming, Wang is learning neural networks, deep learning architectures, the fundamentals that will power the AI revolution. This is 2015. AI is still relatively niche. ChatGPT doesn't exist. Most people think artificial intelligence is science fiction, but Wang is learning the skills that will make him a billionaire. But here's where it gets interesting. Here's where it stops being a typical smart kid goes to good school story. 1 year into MIT, Wang makes a decision that would either destroy his life or make him a billionaire. He drops out. Just like that. 1 year at the most prestigious technical university in the world, and he walks away. His parents, two brilliant physicists who dedicated their entire lives to education and research, watched their son walk away from MIT after just 12 months. I told my parents it was just going to be a thing I did for the summer, Wang admitted. Obviously, I never went back to school. But he didn't drop out to find himself or travel the world. Wang wasn't running away from something. He was running toward something. Because before leaving MIT, he'd already worked as a software engineer at Adipar at age 17. Adipar, a fintech company managing billions of dollars in assets. At 17, he was writing production code for a company handling real money. Then, while still technically a student, he became a tech lead at Quora. Tech lead. Not intern, not junior developer. Tech lead. Leading other engineers at 18 years old. At Quora, he's managing machine learning infrastructure, watching brilliant engineers struggle with the same problem over and over. Data. They have cutting-edge algorithms and incredible talent, but they're all stuck on boring manual data labeling. Every AI model needs training data, labeled data. Someone has to look at thousands of images and tag them. This is a cat. This is not a cat. It's tedious work that slows down everything. And then Wang has what would become the most expensive shower thought in history. It's 2016. Wang wants to solve a simple problem. A smart camera system that tells you when to restock your fridge, when you're out of milk, when your vegetables are going bad. A simple consumer product. So he starts building it. He's got the hardware. He's got the software skills. He understands machine learning better than most researchers, but he hits a massive wall. The AI needs to recognize objects, milk cartons, eggs, vegetables, leftovers. To do that, it needs to be trained on thousands of labeled images. Someone has to manually tag each one. It's tedious, time-consuming, and boring. And suddenly Wang realizes something huge. Every AI company in the world is stuck on this same problem. Google has teams labeling images. Facebook has people doing nothing but data annotation. Tesla has employees watching hours of dashcam footage, labeling stop signs and pedestrians. Everyone is doing this boring, manual work. What if one company could do it for everyone? What if someone became the data infrastructure for the entire AI revolution? That was the billion-dollar insight. June 2016. Wang is 19 years old. He co-founds Scale AI with Lucy Guo, a designer and engineer, met through the startup scene. Two dropouts with a vision. Their mission is simple but ambitious. Become the data infrastructure to power the AI revolution. They apply to Y Combinator, the most prestigious startup accelerator in the world. The program that launched Airbnb, Dropbox, Stripe, Reddit. Getting in is harder than getting into Harvard. August 2016. Y Combinator accepts them and gives them $120,000. It's enough to survive for a few months, build a prototype, get some early customers. But then something crazy happens. Dan Levine from Accel, one of the most powerful venture capital firms in Silicon Valley, sees their pitch during demo day. May 2017. 9 months after founding the company, Levine offers them $4.5 million in a Series A funding round. 9 months. Most startups take years to raise their Series A. Here's the insane part. Wang got the term sheet before they even chose a company name. A venture capitalist is writing a $4.5 million check to a company that literally doesn't have a name yet. That's not confidence. That's prophecy. They're so early stage, they run the entire operation out of Levine's basement. The whole company. Engineers coding on laptops, customer support, sales calls, everything happening in a basement in Palo Alto. But having funding and having customers are two different things. Wang and his team go to CVPR, the Computer Vision and Pattern Recognition Conference, one of the biggest AI conferences in the world. They pack their laptops, print demos, and do something big tech companies would never do. They go booth to booth, pitching, cold approaching, getting rejected. A 19-year-old with no degree telling PhDs at Toyota, Cruise, and Waymo he can solve their problems. Most people laugh him off, but some listen. And slowly, painfully, Scale AI gets its first clients. Autonomous vehicle companies become their bread and butter. Companies like Cruise, Zoox, Neuro. They're trying to teach cars to see, to understand the world, to recognize pedestrians, stop signs, traffic lights. They need millions of labeled images. Wang can deliver. Scale AI builds a platform that combines human labelers with quality control systems, making it faster and more accurate than anyone else. By 2019, just 3 years after founding, one client, Apple, is paying Scale AI over $10 million per year. One client, $10 million for data labeling. But Wang isn't stopping there. He's expanding beyond self-driving cars. E-commerce companies need product categorization. Social media platforms need content moderation. Healthcare companies need medical image annotation. Every AI model needs data, and Scale AI is becoming the company everyone turns to. August 2019. Peter Thiel's Founders Fund invests $100 million in Scale AI. The company is now valued at over $1 billion. Wang is 22 years old. He's a billionaire on paper. 22. Most people at that age are graduating college, sending out resumes, hoping for an entry-level job. Wang is a billionaire. But he's not satisfied. He's not celebrating. He's working harder than ever. Lucy Guo, his co-founder, watches him evolve. Even though he was young when we started, his ability to do enterprise sales was unparalleled. You can see how he's gotten better and better over the years. He's not just a coder anymore, he's a CEO, negotiating with giants, managing hundreds of employees. And then, in 2018, something happens that changes everything. Wang takes a business trip to China. He's checking out the tech scene, meeting potential partners, exploring opportunities. But what he sees shakes him to his core. China isn't just building AI companies, they're treating AI like a weapon. Facial recognition systems everywhere, cameras on every street corner, AI-powered surveillance tracking millions of citizens, government-backed AI projects with unlimited funding and zero ethical constraints. It dawned on me that this technology had become really critical for how the future of our world is going to play out, Wang said. He comes back to San Francisco with a completely new perspective. Scale AI pivots hard. They start aggressively pursuing contracts with the US Department of Defense. This is controversial. Some employees quit. Some customers are uncomfortable. But Wang doesn't care. He believes this is necessary. He believes that if America doesn't lead in military AI, China will. 2021. Scale AI wins a $249 million contract with the Pentagon, $250 million. They're labeling military surveillance footage, teaching AI to identify threats, building systems for military planning. The kid who wanted to build a smart fridge is now working on national security. April 2021. Scale AI raises another massive round, Series E, $325 million, led by Green Oaks Capital, Dragoneer, and Tiger Global. The valuation hits $7.3 billion. Wang personally owns about 15% of the company. Do the math. That's over $1 billion in personal net worth. At 24 years old, Alexandr Wang officially becomes the youngest self-made billionaire in the world. The youngest person to reach billionaire status purely through building a company. Forbes puts him on the 30 under 30 list. Time magazine puts him on the Time 100 Next list. He's testifying before Congress about AI policy. He's dining with senators and generals. He's not just successful, he's becoming one of the most influential people in the entire AI industry. The company keeps growing. By 2024, the AI boom is exploding. ChatGPT launched in late 2022 and changed everything. Suddenly, everyone understands what AI can do. Companies are racing to build AI products, and they all need data. Scale AI is busier than ever. May 2024. Scale AI raises $1 billion in a massive funding round. And look at the investor list: Amazon, Meta, Nvidia, Intel, AMD. Every major tech company wants a piece. This isn't just about money. This is strategic. These companies know that whoever controls the data infrastructure controls the AI revolution. The new valuation hits $14 billion. Wang's stake is now worth over $2 billion. Scale AI is generating $870 million in annual revenue, projecting to hit $2 billion in 2025. The company that started in a basement less than a decade ago is now training ChatGPT, powering Microsoft's AI, building military systems for the Pentagon. They're working with the world's largest companies. August 2024. Scale AI signs an agreement with the US AI Safety Institute, collaborating with the federal agency on testing and evaluation of advanced AI models. The US government is treating Scale AI as a strategic national asset, part of America's AI infrastructure. And then, June 2025, everything changes. Everything explodes. Mark Zuckerberg personally reaches out to Alexandr Wang. Meta wants to make a major deal. Meta purchases 49% of Scale AI for $14.3 billion. Let me repeat that. $14.3 billion. This is Meta's second largest acquisition ever, right behind WhatsApp. The investment doubles Scale AI's valuation overnight to $29 billion. That puts Scale AI among the most valuable private AI companies in the world. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. Wang agrees to the deal with one condition. He steps down as CEO of Scale AI. He's giving up control of the company he built from nothing. Jason Droege, the company's chief strategy officer, takes over as CEO. Wang writes an internal memo. Opportunities of this magnitude often come at a cost. In this instance, that cost is my departure. Why would a 28-year-old walk away from a $29 billion company? Because he's not done. He's doing something bigger. June 2025. Alexandr Wang joins Meta as their first ever Chief AI Officer. Zuckerberg creates a brand new division called Meta Superintelligence Labs and puts Wang in charge of Meta's entire AI strategy. Zuckerberg personally calls Wang the most impressive founder of his generation. At 28 years old, Wang is now leading Meta's mission to build the most advanced AI in the world. Meta is spending $65 billion on AI infrastructure in 2025 alone. $65 billion. And Wang is running the operation. Within weeks, Wang starts recruiting like it's the NBA draft. He raids OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind, and Waymo, assembling what might be the most talented AI team ever put together. Top researchers, the people who built GPT-4, Claude, Gemini. And Meta is paying them like professional athletes. Some researchers are getting compensation packages over $100 million. The deal sends shockwaves through the industry. Meta now owns 49% of Scale AI, the company that provides data infrastructure to almost every major AI lab. Some competitors are nervous. Some customers look for alternatives. The AI industry is realigning in real time. But Wang doesn't care about the controversy. He's focused on one thing: winning the race to artificial general intelligence. From a smart fridge idea to a $29 billion company in 9 years. From MIT, Dropout to youngest self-made billionaire to chief AI officer at Meta. From a venture capitalist's basement to leading one of the most ambitious AI projects in history. Alexandr Wang didn't invent AI, he didn't create ChatGPT, but he solved the one problem everyone else ignored: data. Boring, tedious data labeling. And in doing that, he became the person teaching AI everything it knows. We've been quietly powering the entire AI industry for many, many years now, Wang once said. Not quietly anymore. Now everyone knows his name. The question isn't whether AI will change the world. The question is, who gets to control it? And right now, a 28-year-old who dropped out of college after 1 year is holding the keys to that future.